Drake just dropped. BBL Drizzy.
Now let me see you prove it. Just let me see you.
Now look, Father God, BBL boy been getting his ass baked by Kendrick Lamar. Excuse my vulgar language. Please, please, God. He can't go out like this. Let's get it started, God. In your name I pray, amen.
All right. The Pulitzer Prize winner is definitely spiraling. I got your fucking lines tapped, I swear that I'm dialed in. First I was a rat, so where's the proof of the trial then? Where's the paperwork of the...
There you go, there you go, there you go. Let's get it. Let's get it, nigga. That's the first sign to a nigga not ratting. He coming out and saying where the paperwork at.
Cabinet is filed in. 1090 Jake would've took all the walls down. The streets would've had me hiding out in a small town. My Montreal connects stand up, not fall down. The ones that you get and get stories from, they all clowns. I am a war general, seasoned in preparation. My jacket is covered in medals, honor and decoration. You waited for this moment, overcome with the desperation. We plotted for a week and then we fed you the information. A daughter that's 11 years old, I bet he takes it. We thought about giving a fake name or a destination, but you...
That's that shit I'm talking about! I told y'all that kid is not real. Drake does not have a baby that he's hiding. The fuck was y'all thinking? Come on, man. Run it from the top again, bro. Hey, that's 2 lies down. Let's get it started. What's the other one? The pedophile one? Watch how we knock this one down and it's over with. It's over. R.I.P. Kendrick Lamar.
Pulitzer Prize winner is definitely spiraling. I got your fucking lines tapped, I swear that I'm dialed in. First I was a rat, so where's the proof of the trial then? Where's the paperwork of the cabinet is filed in? 1090 Jake would've took all the walls down. The streets would've had me hiding out in a small town. My Montreal connects stand up, not fall down. The ones that you get and get stories from, they all clowns. I am a war general, seasoned in preparation. My jacket is covered in medals, honor and decoration. You waited for this moment, overcome with the desperation. We plotted for a week and then we fed you the information. A daughter that's 11 years old, I bet he takes it. We thought about giving a fake name or a destination, but you so thirsty, you not concerned with investigation. Instead, you in that Venice studio, it's a celebration. You gotta learn to fact check things and be less impatient. Your fans are rejoicing, thinking this is my expiration. Even the picture you use, the jokes and the medication, the Maybach glove and the drug he uses for less inflation. Master manipulator, you bid on a speculation. You dumb and react.
Oh! Hey! That nigga said the gloves was fake. What? The BBL medicine was fake. And motherfucker, what else was in there? The ring was fake. Everything in the photo was fake. Kendrick?
Active nigga, I'm petty with dedication. What about the bones we dug up in that excavation? And why isn't Whitney denying all of the allegations? Why is she following Dave free and not Mr. Morale? You haven't seen the kids in 6 months, the distance is wild. Dave leaving heart emojis underneath pics of the child. Speaking of anything with a child, let's get to that now. This Epstein angle was the shit I expected. TikTok videos you collected and dissected. Instead of being on some disdirect shit, you rather fucking grab your pen and misdirect shit. My mom came over today and I was like, mother, wait a second. That's that one record where you say you got molested. Oh, fuck me, I just made the whole connection. This about to get so depressing. This is trauma from your own confessions. This when your father leave you home alone with no protection, so neglected. That's why these pedophile raps and shit you so obsessed with, it's so excessive. They acting like it's so aggressive, but you just never known affection. I don't wanna dish you anymore, this really got me second guessing. Touch My Body by Mariah Carey play, you probably start reflecting. I never been with no one underage, but now I understand why that's the angle that you really mess with. Just for clarity, I feel disgusted, I'm too respected. If I was fucking young girls, I promise I'd have been arrested. I'm way too famous for the shit you just suggested, but that's not the lesson. Clearly there's a deeper message. Deep cuts that never healed and now they got infected. Like if Dave really fucked your girl and got her pregnant. Talk about breeding resentment. Not sure how to ease the sentiment, the shit's too intimate. I'm praying you recover from both incidents.
Kendrick Lamar molested. Kendrick is sharing his struggle accepting and coping with a sexual assault that occurred when he was 5 years old. Oh nah, this nigga Drake is nasty. Verse 2, wait, Kendrick started by stating, heal myself, secrets that I hide buried in these words, which implies he isn't directly going to say secrets, like how he flat out said he cheated on Whitney, but rather described his secrets. Verse 2, he denies being touched, but immediately follows up with still holding on it. hard to trust myself. Along with several talking about coping unease, this seems to imply he is not ready to accept share what had happened. Immediately follows up Kendrick sharing, now I'm affected. 20 years later, trauma has resurfaced. He directly places himself with others who have been sexually abused. Finally, he ends the song by freeing himself out of his guilt, setting free his abuser. There are several other smaller pieces that are so much less specific. May reference Kendrick being a victim of sexual assault, describing the event as a blur, feeling broken in pieces, wishing he wasn't himself. All these women gave me superpowers, double entendre to the women he slept with, and women of the Me Too movement. Nigga talking about turn it back on. Bro, yo motherfucking shit, yo, what's it called, can't be that bad. Yo, attention span, bro. I'm looking in between the lines. That's the whole point of the music, nigga. This not no Lil Durk YB bullshit. You gotta look into it a little bit, dumbass.
But you a piece of shit, so this shit really no coincidence. Drake is not a name that you gon' see on no sex offender list. Easy does it. You mentioned an A minor, but niggas gotta be sharp and tell the fans who was it. You thought you left D flat, D major. I'll slit your throat with the razor and do Rick Ross hair like that one flight from Malaysia. I'm your baby mama screensaver. Only fucking with Whitney's, not Millie Bobby Browns. I never look twice at no teenager. I'm a fucking hit maker, dawg, not a peacemaker. Yeah, bullets that I'm stuffing in each chamber. Your ass in extreme danger. Stop buying views and buy comments. You may as well keep the paper. Shit you about to need for later. I give a fuck about your streaming data. You could drop 100 more records. I'll see you later. Yeah, maybe when you meet your maker. I don't wanna fight with a woman beater. It feeds your nature. If you still bumping R. Kelly, you could thank the savior. Said if they delete
shit, yeah, I think he gonna drop the mic with this one.
his music and your music is going to a hypocrite. I don't understand why these people praise you. Sounding like you sent him commissary when he needs some paper. Album dropping soon, no wonder you turn a clout chaser instead of doing hard labor. Nigga, I see you when I see you like Fantasia. And Whitney, you can hit me if you need a favor. And when I say I hit your back, it's a lot safer. I promise.
Damn!
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, this shit was some good exercise. Like, it's good to get out, get the pen working. You would be a worthy competitor if I was really a predator and you weren't fucking lying to every blogger and editor, but it is what it is. You definitely got this shit burnt the fuck out though. Like, you got 10 more records to drop. The one before the last one, we finessed you into telling a story that doesn't even exist. And then you go and drop the West Coast one and try and cover that up. I would like that one. That would be some shit I could dance to if you wasn't tripling down on some whole other bullshit. But, you know, at least your fans are getting some raps out of you. I'm happy I can motivate you, bring you back to the game. Like,
it's not over. I swear this shit not over, y'all.
just let me know when we're getting to the facts. Everything in my shit is facts. I'm waiting on you to return the favor, like.
On God, this shit suck. BBL Drizzy did his shit with this one, nigga. He was popping that shit. Nah, this hoe don't suck, man. What y'all think? I don't think this shit suck at all, personally, nigga. He denied what they said about him, and then on top of that, he went on to talk about how the nigga got molested, and that's why he bringing up all this little shit about Drake. It's fair game if you ask me. That shit ain't fucked up, nigga. You keep lying on the nigga's name. What he supposed to do? Now play it again, bro? Now we finna encore this bitch. Don't worry. I'm trying to see if it's on Genius so we can play it back with the lyrics. Now this shit straight. I like this better than the other song. This is what I was expecting, other than the last one he dropped. Drake is a predator though. Why isn't he locked up, bro? He's Drake. Like, come on, fam. If he was a predator, why the fuck isn't he locked up? Okay, he was kissing 3 16-year-olds. Where's 3? I seen him kiss 1 17-year-old. Okay, let me see the textbook definition of pedophilia. Sexual prevention in which children are the preferred sexual object, specifically a psychiatric disorder. Okay, so he's telling me Drake has a psychiatric disorder in which an adult has sexual fantasy. Man, that nigga does not have a disorder where he has fantasies with kids, bro. Now he texting Millie Bobby Brown. Yo, bro, where's the context? Like, you forgetting the whole context, fam. He didn't do nothing with her in the DM. You act like the nigga sent a motherfucking wood pic, like EDP did. They were just texting. Is that a little awkward? Like, come on, Drake, why you texting a little girl and you 30-something? Oh, that nigga, yeah, it is. Did he do anything sexual with her? No, nigga. She would have been came out and said some shit. Her parents would have said something. What's this video, bro?
Drake is one of the most popular rappers today.
2 years ago. Let's go. Come on. If he a pedophile after this, he a pedophile. Let's see.
And he has
He's still a weirdo then? Shit, nigga, you could, I mean, yeah. Yeah. I agree with that. Drake is a little weird. He be like, yeah, nigga, he is. Nigga, come on, bro.
Television show Degrassi, but most people know him from his music because he's been extremely successful in mainstream media. Today, we're going to be focusing on Drake's inappropriate relationships with young women. And by young women, I don't mean 21, 22, 23-year-old women. I'm talking 14, 15, and 16-year-old girls who are also celebrities themselves. Let's start off by talking about Drake's relationship with Millie Bobby Brown. So Millie is currently 17, but she met Drake when she was only 14 years old, and she shared details about how she met him to reporters on the red carpet.
Love him. I met him in Australia, and he's honestly so fantastic and a great friend and a great role model. You know, we just text each other the other day.
My theory is that Drake and Kendrick owe Diddy a big favor, and he asked them to get heat off him and distract the media so he can dip out. Shit, that might be true. But the thing is, like, they say Diddy and Drake got into it at the club or something, bro. I think this shit all a big distraction. How the fuck it just happened all of a sudden when we was all looking at the diddler for doing some weirdo shit?
And he was like, I miss you so much. I was like, I miss you more.
And them businesses that Diddy owned, bro, they going out of business, fam. If you look into the lawsuit a little bit, Revolt, that shit going bankrupt. And that nigga, his loans is closing up on him. I'm not saying he broke, but like, it's shit we don't know about. It's shit I don't know about either.
You guys heard it for yourself.
We text each other the other day. Fantastic and a great friend and a great role model. You know, we just text each other the other day, and he was like, I miss you so much. I was like, I miss you more.
Context still matters though. Is it weird? Yeah, but it's not enough to call a nigga a pedophile.
You guys heard it for yourselves. A 14-year-old Millie Bobby Brown was texting Drake, who's a 31-year-old man and shouldn't be texting any minor that he misses them. It's already clear that their relationship is uncomfy, but as the interview continues, it only gets worse.
He's coming to Atlanta, so I'm definitely gonna go and see him. I'm so excited, yeah.
You and Drake? That's awesome. That's awesome.
So at this point, Millie already had plans to go and hang out with a man who was twice her age. There's no blame to put on Millie, but Drake should know that this is not alright.
Who is this nigga? Context matters so much with this shit because like whoever said they was going to go link up on some shit like Drake finna go pick her up and it's just them two. Who knows, nigga? What if he coming to come see the family? What if she coming to come see his family? Like, you know, context matters with this right here.
And it was weird to see them posting pictures of each other on social media. And actually, Drake sent over some merch to Millie before his album dropped back in 2018. So they obviously have some type of bond here. Let's go back to that interview because the reporter asked Millie, what type of advice does Drake give a 14-year-old girl?
What advice does he give you? Like, what does he say?
About boys. He helps me.
What?
Yeah. He's great. He's wonderful. I love him.
What's his advice with boys?
You know, that stays in the text messages.
Am I the only one who thinks it's incredibly weird that this grown man is giving this young girl advice about boys? Like, if it was like a little bit of like I don't know, like maybe because, you know, Drake was kind of a child star and maybe he's been trying to, you know, help and protect these other child stars. But it doesn't seem like they're talking about, you know, I don't know, being a child star or being in Hollywood, but talking about Millie's relationship with boys.
We don't know what the context was. Like, this nigga, he building a case for fucking nothing.
It take to social media to clear up some rumors, but she wrote, why you gotta make a lovely friendship your headline? You guys are weird. For real. I'm lucky to have people in the business extend their time to help me further my career and offer their wisdom and guidance, which that's what I thought he would have been doing. But you told us that he was talking to you about boys and that you guys were texting I miss you with each other, so it doesn't really add up. Another article.
If anything, I think this nigga the pedophile. Like, he making it weird, bro. He making it weird, fam. Now, y'all told me to watch it. We'll finish the video, but he making it weird. We don't know what was going on you can't just assume a nigga on some freaky shit. You can't assume that he on some good shit. It's just like, bro, okay. You just keep it pushing, fam, to be honest.
Artist that Drake
don't
has
know what
been
was going
accused
on.
of getting a little too close with is Billie Eilish. She's done an interview with Vanity Fair every year since she's been famous, and it's pretty cool because they compare the current year to past years. But the person interviewing her asked her about the famous people in her phone, and she revealed that she had been texting Drake.
But like Drake, come on. Drake is
This
like
don't piss
the
you off?
nicest dude I've ever
I'm trying to see if he actually built a case. Look, like I said, Billie Eilish now, let's hear her.
spoken to.
What'd she say?
I mean, I've only like texted him, but he's so nice. Like, he does not need to be nice. You know what I mean? He's at a level in his life where he doesn't need to be nice, but he is, you know?
So in this interview, Billie was only 17 years old, and we learned that she texts Drake pretty often and that he was too nice. So obviously a little concerning, and I don't quite understand why Drake would want to be texting Billie Eilish. Actually, a lot of Billie's fans
Man, who is this punk ass nigga? Like, why y'all send me this shit? What's up, Imbo? His ass, he talking his ass off. That nigga said they only text. If Drake was on bad time, man, he wouldn't try and at least FaceTime her? Huh? He'll try and FaceTime her and stroke it in the background. If you were really on some weirdo shit and flip the camera in between. On some EDP shit, fam. That's usually what predators do. They don't text and just leave it at texting, bro. Or they'll send some freaky shit. We don't see nothing like that. Okay, so click off. Bro, keep watching, fam. I'm responding. He's 0 for 2 right now. Come on now.
were worried for her because they know that Drake has a past. So Billie actually went back and
This is not real, bro.
responded to everyone talking about her relationship with Drake.
You see, that's how I know he lying his ass off. This is not, Drake did not say this. Drake said, I've been waiting. What's up, Dex? He 2 for 2? What you mean? How he 2 for 2? Nigga, you what? Bro, you're an airhead, Dom. You one of them little ass airhead ass little kids, fam. You just chatting your ass off. Fuck you mean he 2 for 2? 2 for 2 with what?
Past. So Billie
He
actually
shouldn't be texting little girls at all, bro. You niggas, like, I think social media done fuck y'all up so much that y'all think a grown man just having a conversation with a preteen, because she's not even she not a little girl. She's 17. Them having a conversation, they just mean, oh my god, he's a fucking predator. Like, that's not how it works, bro.
went back and responded to everyone talking about her relationship with Drake. She went to Vogue and she told them, everybody's so sensitive. A grown man can't be a fan of an artist. There are so many people that the internet should be more worried about. But like this article acknowledges, there is an undeniable pattern that Drake has been befriending girls that are much younger than he is. I want to take you guys back to 2010 because Drake was 23 at the time and he was going around touring and performing at shows. He decided to pull up a woman onto the stage. He proceeded to go and kiss upon her and dance
He got
upon
him.
her and grab her
1 for
all
3.
around. If you watch the footage, it's clear that the woman is uncomfortable
He
and
did
she
it.
doesn't really
He
like
got him.
that Drake is making these moves on her. And then Drake proceeds to ask the woman how old she is, and she reveals that she's only 17.
Y'all gonna have me get carried away and I get trouble for shit like this. How old are you? I can't go to jail yet, man. 17? Why you look like that?
At first, Drake had a bad reaction to this because he just realized that he's a 23-year-old man kissing a minor on stage in front of everyone. But then he made comments like, ew, gross, I'm so sorry. I can't go to jail yet, man. Why do you have to look like that? You thick. Look at all this.
I can't go to jail yet, man. 17? Why you look like that? You thick. Look at all this. Well, I guess that brings to a close.
Drake has never publicly addressed this incident, but it's clear that it is not a good look, and he realized it at the time, but the way he handled it was...
Yo, bro. How Drake, the evolution of Drake gotta be studied. Like, this shit is crazy. How you become a nigga? Like, in this photo, he did not look, what the fuck? He was a Jew. That nose on the, like, he got the Jew nose and everything. Look, let me tell you something. I didn't hear the thick part. Nah, I did. I can't defend Drake on that. That shit terrible. I don't know what Drizzy was doing. But there's no but, bro.
pretty gross. Like, you don't look at a minor and you just violate it and
There's
say,
no
oh,
but.
you
There's no but. But look, let me tell you something. This shit, realistically, depending on who you are, you could get away with certain shit. Sadly. Drake could get away with this because he's Drake. They not gonna say nothing. Nobody, like, people don't give a fuck, bro. Like, it's weird. But what the fuck are you gonna do? You gonna walk up to Drake and say Drake is weird? We can't cancel him because of it. He still make good music. Like, niggas still gonna bump the music. You gotta separate the artist from the art. The art from the artist.
you thick. So like, is that your way of trying to
I'm not
justify
defending
that
him
she
either. It's
deserves it or
just-
something? But there are two more women I want to talk to you guys about today.
Let's
First
see
off,
the
I
other
want to
two.
talk
He
to you
won
guys
for
about
three, though.
Hailey
He won for
Bieber.
three.
Back before she married Justin Bieber, she was Hailey Baldwin, and in 2016 she was 19 years old, and she was actually accused of having a relationship with Drake. At that point, he was 29 years old, 10 years older than her. Drake met Hailey when she was only 14 years old, so they would have been dating about 5 years later. So it's definitely bizarre to think that he would have dated a woman that he knew since she was a young teen. If they did date, they definitely didn't date long, but another weird relationship in Drake's history. Finally, we need to end off.
He won for 4. I can't. Yeah, we gonna give him that one. That nigga said if they did date. The fuck do that mean? If they did date. If they did date. If. I think he wanna fuck Drake. That's what it is. Punk ass nigga wanna fuck Drake. He want some of that Canadian wood, some of that Canadian dick. This nigga, when he dropped this video, I was finna say it was 2 years ago. He knew it before we knew it, nigga. He already knew Drake had a Johnson on him. That's what
This
it
video
is.
by talking about the woman
Nah,
who
he
turned
won for
18
4,
years
bro.
old, and Drake rented out the entire restaurant to celebrate her birthday. So Bella Harris is a model that Drake has known ever since she was 16 years old, and when she turned 18, Drake actually went to DC and rented out an entire restaurant for her birthday. I don't understand why a 31-year-old man would be so excited to go and rent out an entire restaurant for an 18-year-old girl's birthday, unless he'd been manipulating her for the past few years, ever since he met her when she was 16 and preparing her for this day so that he could go and violate her. We can't say the GROO groom word on YouTube, but that's what it looks like to me. Because Drake went all out for this 18-year-old girl's birthday, a lot of people suspected that they were dating, and it didn't help that she posted a photo of them on her Instagram and captioned it, "No place I'd rather be," with a blue heart emoji. When it comes to Drake's relationship with Bella, that's pretty
Bro, come on, man. Like, what the fuck is we really talking about? Let's keep this shit a buck, y'all. Come on, man. No place I'd rather be. Hey, I might fuck around and post a caption like this if I run into Drake. Nigga, if he throw a party for me, nigga. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no place I'd rather be than with motherfucking BBL Drizzy. Nigga, we turning the fuck up. Y'all don't know what they did, fam. This some BS. Maybe they just friends. Like I said, this dick watching that is finest. This nigga watching that hoe. He won next. He mad as to why Drake won't give the wood to a gay man like him. That's all that's happening here. He's 1 for 5, bro. This nigga shooting tour dates. 1 for 5, man. January the 5th. I'm not saying nothing here.
"No place I'd rather be," with a blue heart emoji. When it comes to Drake's relationship with Bella, that's pretty much all we know.
So what the fuck is we talking about? Yo, who sent this video? Like, what are we talking about?
I'm sure that a lot of these women have to sign NDAs, or if they don't, they probably don't want to speak out against Drake. Drake seems like a really charming guy, and I feel like that's a tool that he can use to go and manipulate these young girls and make them believe that he's the good guy, that whatever he's talking to them about or doing with them is all good and all right. But like that one article said, there's an undeniable pattern that Drake has here, and in my opinion, he needs to slow it down because he's starting to look a lot like R. Kelly, and you guys already know how that.
Yo. Nigga, you getting timed out for this bullshit. You made us watch this for what? This is a fantasy, bro. He's starting to look like R. Kelly. R. Kelly was fucking Aaliyah. She was 15. He got married to her before she was even over. She had a wedding ring. Come on now.